Still a few days away from the official start of summer. In fact, a week away from the official start, which is June 20th. But the temperatures are already feeling like summer, especially away from the coast. Look at the hour-by-hour forecast in Riverside, where right now we're at 60 degrees. Look at these temperatures climb. By 11 a.m., we're at 75. So if you start off with a layer, you're not going to need it long. In fact, our friends in the Inland Empire are going to get to that sunshine a whole lot quicker than everyone else. By 1 p.m., 83. And here we are looking at the weather during the early afternoon hours. We're going to have temperatures in the upper 80s, around 90 degrees for a few of you. And when the temperatures warm up like this, it tends to cause a chemical reaction with all of those pollutants that are in the air. It accelerates the formation of ground level ozone. So near the surface, we have very harmful air quality for those of you who do have respiratory issues. Here's the air quality forecast. It's going to be unhealthy for sensitive groups from the LA County mountains all the way into the Inland Empire. That is what the orange means. And the red, that's unhealthy for everyone, regardless if you have respiratory issues. That's going to be in Santa Clarita, the San Bernardino Valley, through the San Bernardino Mountains, and over near Yucaipa. Moderate air quality for the basin, San Fernando Valley, and inland Orange County. That's acceptable for most. And the best air quality is going to be in this little green area. That's the South Bay and just along the coast of Orange County. Now let's look ahead to the weekend, because the forecast is going to get even hotter. In fact, the numbers will be going up tomorrow, and then by Sunday we're going to get to the peak of the heat. Not hot enough to prompt any watches or any warnings, but it might be a day where you have outdoor plans. Maybe you're wanting to grill. You got to hydrate, stay cool. Make sure you stay in the shade as much as possible. Take summertime precautions, because these numbers, they're becoming more frequent in our forecast as we're headed to that time of year when the weather is warm and it is dry. Now, when we take a look at the outlook for next week, notice how much of the country will have above normal temperatures. So we're going to need the AC. Just leave it on. Make sure it's maintained, because as we head into the next few months, that's when we get our hotter temperatures. So the 7-day forecast for the basin, Orange County, upper 70s today, low to mid 80s through Father's Day. And then we'll have numbers cooling slightly next week, but still above normal in the low 80s. The weather for our friends in the coastal locations, that June gloom, low clouds, fog, that's going to become more shallow in the coming days as the warmer air moves in. Temperatures next week are going to be in the low 70s. The forecast in the valleys, we've got 80s for you. The hottest day, Father's Day, 90 degrees, then upper 80s next week. The Inland Empire, hotter here, 93 tomorrow, 95 for Father's Day. And notice how next week the 90s continue in the forecast. Now it's even hotter in the deserts. This is where by Sunday we'll have 100 degrees for the high desert. The low desert, 107 today. By Sunday, 112, and temperatures stay above 110 through next week. Finally, in the mountains, 80s this weekend, and temperatures will be similar next week. So take all the precautions, be safe, and have a wonderful Father's Day.